Hello everyone and welcome to this video tutorial. In this tutorial I'll show you how easy it is to create some depth and some folds in your fabric texture. So you can apply this technique to almost every fabric texture that you'll find, and it's pretty easy. So let's get started by getting a fabric texture. This one is from Morena stock that you can find on DeviantArt. Bring your texture into Photoshop and delete the background. Rename your texture to, let's call it texture, and create a new layer. Rename your layer to gradient and hide the texture layer. Pick a gradient, be sure that it's a black and white one, and set the mode to difference. Hold Shift on your keyboard, press the left mouse button and drag a gradient into your document. By holding the Shift key, you will drag in a straight line. Without the Shift key, it can go every way, and with the Shift key, it will go in a straight line. So drag some gradients from the left to the right. And while you're doing this, try to get a nice balance between black and white, because later on you'll see that black will be a shadow and white will be a highlight, and the key is to get a nice balance between both. So do this until you have something that you like. And we're gonna create a selection of this by going to select all and then go to edit and choose copy. And what you've done now is you have copied this to your clipboard, and we're gonna create a new document, paste it into your new document, and we're gonna save this, and we will call it gradient map. Go back to your other document, choose the texture layer, go to filter, distort, displace, leave the settings as how they are, and choose the gradient map that you just made. What happened is that Photoshop distorted our image based on the black and white data we've created here. So if you look closely, you can see that the texture gets distorted. Set the gradient the gradient map that you made an overlay, and you'll see that you get a nice fabric texture with some depth in it. Play with the layer blending modes with different effects, of course. Overlay will brighten and darken your image, but if you choose multiply, it will darken your image. So let's take a look at that. You could use multiply to darken your image, but you could use screen to make it, or to lighten it up. I would go for overlay or soft light, but hard light with a lower opacity would work too, and vivid and linear light probably too, although vivid gives you a different effect. So just play with the blending modes. Overlay is probably your best option. So this was it. Visit my blog for more tutorials, and take care.